to Yosef himself, right before we get to the blessings of each of the tribes, as we'll see in the last chapter. Number one, may God be with you. Why? It's a dangerous place to grow up. Number two, Ve'yeshiv etchem el eretz avotechem. May God return you to the land of your forefathers. Yaakov does not forget for one moment the fear, the genuine fear he had before assimilation, not returning to the land of Israel. That's what he had. That was his fear. So as he's about to die, he reminds, may you come back to the land of your forefathers. It's very important. And now, in his last communicate to Yosef, let's understand this. Last pasuk, Vani natati lecha Shechem achad al achecha. Follow the Hebrew, I'm going to read it again. Vani natati lecha Shechem achad al achecha. Asher lakachti miyad ha'emori becharbi uvekashti. Natati. I delivered already. I gave it. I gave what? I don't know. I gave to you. What did I give to you? Shechem achad. Look at me. What could be the meaning of the term Shechem achad? One possibility is the land. The land of what? The land of Shechem. So one meaning is the city, the town, the area. I'm giving it to you. One Shechem. Al achecha. Al, on, in addition to your brothers? It could be. Is it backed up with the second part of the pasuk? Asher lakachti, this Shechem, I took miyad ha'emori. I took it from the hand of the Amorites. What is he talking about? According to that meaning, what is he talking about? An Amorite city. So he's saying Shechem is an Amorite city, and I took it from the hands of the Amorites? Is that accurate?
No, this was a little bit confusing because we didn't say that Yaakov fight.
Did Yaakov even agree that they did what they did?
No.
No. So what does he mean? I took it from the hands of the Amorites. Question.
His children did.
So, okay. We'll see. Look what I'm trying to explain it. And then it says, I did it how? Bicharbi, with my cherev, uvekashti, and with my bow. Look, I want to take advice with Mr. Chanoch. He's my military advisor. Thank you, sir. Can you please tell us when to use the cherev, the sword, and when to use the keshet, the bow?
Warfare.
I understand in warfare. When?
Defense or offense.
No.
Let him speak. Right. When will I use a cherev as opposed to using a keshet?
Sword is close combat, and bow is distance.
Very good. So what should be the order
Bow
in Hebrew?
And then sword.
Bikashti, and then bicharbi, with my sword. So, excellent question. So we're raising three questions. Is the word Shechem achad, like you said, Eov, the town of Shechem? And if that's the case, how do we mean that Yaakov, I took it? Yaakov took it. Yaakov didn't fight. Yaakov was against it. Yaakov rebuked the anger of his sons Shimon and Levi, didn't he, afterwards, after he found out that they tricked him? And third, what does it mean? Becharbi v'kashti. Okay? So let's try to answer these questions. Chazal, our sages, raised this question, actually. And Onkelos, in his Aramaic translation to this pasuk, in the wording charbi uvekashti, I'm looking at it, he says, and Rashi brings it, by the way, bitzloti uvevauti, my prayers and my requests. Cherev is translated as prayers, tzloti. Keshet, bow, is not a bow, but it's my request, meaning in my prayers. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Gentlemen, every father prays for the success of his children. Today, all over the land of Israel, parents are praying and praying and praying that their tens of thousands of soldiers that have been mobilized will be successful in all their missions and all the things that they're doing. Who is really praying for his children to be successful in any event that they do? Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu was praying on behalf of his children. He doesn't know which warfare is coming up. He had no idea that they're going to be fighting in that town. But you know, a father's always praying. And the prayers are a line of defense and a line of offense for our children. When we here for our nation, our soldiers, are praying for their behalf, that's providing spiritual power, spiritual abilities, talents of leadership, and sharp shooting and doing the best things we can do for protecting our soldiers. So here, there is a meaning to be understood here that, yes, it's as if Yaakov Avinu took over Shechem. Why? On not knowing, he prayed for his children. Becharbi v'kashti, my tefillot, my prayers, and my requests. God, through the words of Yaakov Avinu, are revealing to us that Yaakov keeps on praying for his children that they be successful in any mission they go to. Had they asked Yaakov, should we go into Shechem and kill them, he would have probably told them no, as we saw his words, right? However, righteous parents pray on behalf of their children, and these prayers are helping their children. So that is one meaning. Do you follow what I'm saying, gentlemen? And another meaning is, Natati lecha Shechem achat al achecha. Al, in addition. You, Yosef, you have, Shechem means a portion. That's the second meaning here. Not just the town, but a portion. You, Yosef, you have a double portion. You have an additional portion above and beyond all the others. You're going to get 2 places of inheritance in the land of Israel, as opposed to a tribe getting 1. Yosef will get 2. One under the name of Ephraim, and the other under the name of Menachem. So that is the meaning here that Rashi brings in the name of Onkelos, Chochmato, Utfilato.
What does Menachem mean?
Very good. I wanted to discuss that though. One second. What is the root of the word Menachem? Means Nashani Elokim, God help me forget my troubles and my problems. You know what? I'm going to use your good question, Chanoch, to explain the following. Chanoch is asking the name. A name is an essence, like we always learned in the past. The name Menashe, what is the meaning, the content of that name? And the Torah did tell us when these 2 kids were born in Mitzrayim, why he called the first one Menashe, quote, Ki nashani Elokim et kol amali vet beit avi. God, as if help me forget, nashani, help me forget my troubles, my problems, from my land, from my father's house. So I saw also by my father-in-law, that is an additional reason why Ephraim should get the preferential blessing more than Menashe. Because Menashe, the name introduces forgetting. That's exactly what Yaakov wants to avoid. I don't want my kids to forget the land of Israel. Yosef had a lot of troubles in his life. If he would ponder and think about all his troubles, he wouldn't get anywhere. God helped him forget some of his troubles, and that helped him rise to become a star and do what he had to do. Yaakov Avinu is afraid of that. Therefore, Menashe is not going to be number 1. He's going to be number 2. Because the name Menashe introduces forgetting. I don't want my kids to forget Eretz Yisrael. Okay, so that should answer your good question.
And the mem, the nen, and the 3 letters.
It's a very hard root. It's a very hard verb. Nashani. It's a nun shin nun.
With the mo or without the mo?
No, nashani. No.
Forget the mo.
Forget the mem. It's not part of the root. That's correct.
The nun and
The shin, nashani, and then again. Yeah.
I thought it was like
You
prince or
You can no, that's nasi. That's something else, a little different. You can see that in Rashi when you go back to Parashat 2. So we'll stop here and continue another.